Hello everyone, my name is Jayshree Asopa. Today I am discussing with you a cytologist topic. My topic name is Prokaryotic cell and Eukaryotic cells. First we see what is the meaning of cells. Cells discovered first time through the Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke could describe the word cells in first time 1665. He was described cells in his book that's name is Micrographia. Cells cells are basic fundamental unit of every living organism, and also it is a structure and functional unit of every living organism. Every cells consist with many organelles like mitochondria, lysosomes, ribosomes, nucleus, nuclear membrane, chromosomes, DNA, etc. Many cells, through developed tissue through developed organs through developed organ system, and organ system to developed body. So, cells are a small unit of every living organism. So cells are very small and important unit of every living organism. Next, we see types of cells. Cells are two types: prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. First, we see difference between the prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells in a components of cells. Every cells have many components like according to their size, organelles, complexity. Examples: DNA, cell wall, reproduction, lysosomes and centrioles, nucleus, and unicellular and multicellular cells. So first we see one by one all topic in the prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. First we see size. Prokaryotic cell size approx 0.1 to 5.0 hm, and eukaryotic cells approx 50 to 100 hm. It means hectometer. Organelles. Prokaryotic cells in a few organelles are present, but in eukaryotic cells are all organelles are present. Like as a prokaryotic cells, ribosomes present, DNA present, cytoplasm present, plasma membrane are also present. But in a eukaryotic cells, nucleus, mitochondria, ribosomes, lysosomes, uh, cell wall, vacuoles, Golgi bodies, nucleus, nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, chromosomes. They in eukaryotic cells many organelles are present compared to prokaryotic cells. Next, third, complexity. Prokaryotic cells are very small and simple cells, but eukaryotic cells are large and complex cells. Example, we see prokaryotic cells in a bacteria. Bacterial cells are prokaryotic cells, and eukaryotic cells unicellular organism, and also multicellular organism cells are eukaryotic cells. Like as the examples, protozoa, porifera, all invertebrates and vertebrates, plants, animals, fungi, more examples of eukaryotic cells. Next, DNA. In both prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells, DNA are present, but in a prokaryotic cells, single circular strand DNA presence in a nucleoid area, but in a eukaryotic cells, DNA presence in a multilinear double strand DNA presence in a nucleus in a eukaryotic cells. So this type difference found in a DNA in a prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Cell wall, in a both prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells present. Prokaryotic cells also cell wall present. Cell wall support the body of prokaryotic cells, and in a eukaryotic cells only plants cell wall present in a well developed condition. In a prokaryotic cells, reproduction asexual type are found, but in a eukaryotic cells, reproduction asexual and sexual both type are found. Organelles, lysosomes and centrioles totally absent in a prokaryotic cells, but in a eukaryotic cells, lysosomes and centrioles presence in a both type plant and animal cells. Nucleus also absent in a prokaryotic cells. Also nucleus, nuclear membrane, nucleolus all absent in a prokaryotic cells. But nucleus in a well-developed condition found in a eukaryotic cells with a nuclear membrane. Also in a nucleolus also found in a eukaryotic cells. Nucleus covered by the endoplasmic reticulum. Unicellular prokaryotic cells are mainly unicellular, but eukaryotic cells found in a multicellular organism and also unicellular organism. So this type we see difference between the prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Similarity, in a both prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells, cell membrane are found surrounding the cells. Cytoplasm, a jelly-like substance found in every cells, we call that cytoplasm. Cytoplasm found in also prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. Ribosomes also found in a prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells, but ribosomes in a prokaryotic cells, two subunits, 70s ribosomes, 2 units, 50s and 30s, and in a eukaryotic cells also 80s ribosomes are found. That's subunits, 60s plus 40s subunits. So this type of ribosomes found in a prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. DNA also found in a prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. In it's a DNA, circular DNA, and it's a DNA multiple liner double strand DNA found in a eukaryotic cells. So we see this type difference between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. See here diagrammatic representation of prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. In a prokaryotic cells, capsuled cells, prokaryotic cells, thin and largest structures are found, we call that flagella. Also many thread-like structures are found in a prokaryotic cells, we call that cilia. Through the locomotion completed in a prokaryotic cells by flagella and cilia. Cell covered with a membrane, we called that plasma membrane, and cell wall. Circular DNA found in a prokaryotic cells. Cytoplasm also found in a prokaryotic cells, and ribosomes also found in a prokaryotic cells. Other organelles like the mitochondria, lysosomes, vacuoles absent in a prokaryotic cells. Next we see here eukaryotic cells diagram. Eukaryotic cells also covered by cell membrane and cell wall. Other organelles also found in a eukaryotic cells like the lysosomes, ribosomes, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum. Two type of endoplasmic reticulum also found, like a there of endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Vacuoles also found in a eukaryotic cells. In a plant, largest vacuoles are found, but in animals, smallest. Otherwise, none of vacuoles found in a animal cells. Nucleus also found in a well condition. Also in a nucleus, nucleolus also found in a eukaryotic cells. In a nucleus, also jelly-like substance are found. We call that a nucleoplasm. In a nucleoplasm, chromosomes are found in a nucleoplasm. A jelly-like substance also found between the nuclear membrane and the cell membrane. We call that cytoplasm, and all components are found in a cytoplasm. Also here in a eukaryotic cells, Golgi body also found in a cytoplasm of eukaryotic cells. So this type these components are found in a eukaryotic cells. I hope you understand both the diagram of prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic. You understand difference and similarities between prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. If you understood my session, then you like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.